Hello, Josh, Sam, and anyone else who's watching, and welcome back to Swindon't You Forget About Me. So we are quite a long way into the season now. You can see it's February. I said I would come back for some of the group stages, but it was fairly simple progression through that, so I thought we would just come back now. Let's have a look at how things are going. So, let's go back up. Where did I last see you? Way back here at Man United, I believe. Anyway, we started off pretty well. We had two damaging defeats, particularly in the context of the season overall, against Man City and Arsenal early on. In our Champions League group, we drew Cagliari, Copenhagen, and Sporting Lisbon. We pretty confidently went through in the Champions League. There, we drew with Copenhagen, which was a bit weird, but we beat Sporting twice. We beat Cagliari twice. And we did then avenge ourselves against Copenhagen with only 9 men. I think we had a man off for injury and a man sent off. We've been pretty good in the League Cup. Obviously, we are. If you can see here, we won 7-0 against Bristol City. We beat Crewe. We beat Southampton, and then we beat where was it? Wolves here in the two-legged semi-final to set up a final with Manchester United, which we will record this video. We also went through to the next round of the Champions League, so we're playing Real Betis in the first knockout round. That's a fairly kind tie. They are 8th in La Liga. Doesn't mean anything really because they're a very good side, but I think we're doing okay in that sense. So that's why we're going to show you the first leg of that and see how things go. In the Premier League, things have been a bit more hit and miss. We've done a lot of damaging drawing, so drawing with Leicester, drawing with Bradford, not good results there. We drew 1-1 with Forest Green as well. This was another frustrating result. They scored very late on, 2-2 with Manchester City, and we recently just drew 0-0 with Spurs and lost to Chelsea, which means that the table looks like this. After 26 games, we are 2 points off the top, although Manchester United do have a game in hand. They've been slowly burning their way up through the league. They started very poorly. They lost their first 2 games, and then since then haven't lost at all. So we'll need to beat them when we come into contact with them in the league soon. And other things of sort of disappointing note are that Weston-super-Mare down there in the relegation zone, they do have a game in hand over Liverpool. In fact, so do Huddersfield. So if they both win their next games, Liverpool will be down there in the relegation zone as well. Bristol City looking as good as gone already, and Leicester also struggling. In the Championship, something fun is happening. Leeds and Blackburn are top and second, and then AFC Wimbledon and Dagenham Redbridge are 3rd and 4th. Not really sure quite how they're managing that, but well done them. And Southport, 15th, very fun. And Brighton, who I've made one of our vassals, although I think it's technically called a feeder club, they're 22nd. They have an excellent goalkeeper from us on loan. I'm not even sure if he's playing for them. Let's see. Is he playing? Mendonca. He's really good. He has been playing. He's been playing okay for them, but I mean, clearly they have problems outside of just the goalkeeper. I did try to send them a striker, but they turned him down, apparently getting Guy Ritchie on loan from Arsenal instead. Obviously the reincarnation of the real Guy Ritchie. He's not as good as the one I would have sent them, so whatever, that's their decision. Things are not looking great in the league. Obviously there's still plenty of time left, so it could still turn around, and we are only 2 points off the top as things stand. Man United's game in hand is probably against someone fairly tough. Let's just see who they've got to play in their remaining fixtures. They've got to play Juventus today, the same day as us, and then us in the final. We play them again there, so that will probably be a key game. They still have to play Man City, Arsenal, Chelsea and Spurs, so they do have plenty of opportunity to drop points. Teams have been dropping points like they've been dropping points like flies have been dropping, in the other analogy that is sometimes used by people. So it's it's a situation where I think we're probably still in with a chance. We just have to make sure that we beat them in that league game to really try and solidify our claim on the title. But first, we have to play Betis. We've been fucking dreadfully unlucky with our injuries this season. Bogroyd is the only in or out we've had. He's gone out on loan. So we're going to have to start with Christoph Martin at right back, which is not an ideal situation in the slightest. But it is just going to have to be the way. It's just the way it is, unfortunately. We'll put Misson back in goal there. Good. In midfield, Topic just had an absolutely sensational display against Liverpool. He scored 2 stunning goals to beat them 3-0. we're going to bring in... Do we have any other striking options? Millie. Oh, Millie's fit. Okay, so Millie will play instead of Patrick. Patrick will take that space. Rosenzweig has been playing excellently, as has most of the team. They've mostly been doing very fine. The problem is our defence is leaky as a sieve, and I can't really work out quite why. Obviously today, the fact that we're playing a 18-year-old right back will hurt us a little bit in that sense, but they're not in great form. Let's maybe hope we can take a couple of goals away from the Benito Villamarin, and hope we can come away with a result, because I'd quite like to challenge for the Champions League this season. We've been knocked out of the FA Cup. We got beat 3-0 or 3-1 off of Burnley, I think, who are from the Championship. They scored 3 goals in about 3 minutes just before half time. It was ridiculous. And then we came back in the second half and did pretty well, but yeah, unfortunately weren't able to get anything out of that. It doesn't really matter too much. It's another game less that we don't have to play, which Man United do. That was surely offside, it was. Other things of interest. So I have decided that this will be... So this is one of the reasons why I want to try and win the league and sort of go hard on the Champions League, is that I've decided that this will be the last season at Swindon't for me. Millie, oh come on. Millie's been in very poor form generally this season. He scored a fair few goals, but quite a few. I think he scored 4 in a cup game, so it doesn't really count. It slightly skews the numbers more than not really counting. They are attacking. Good. Oh, goal kick somehow. Good. So this will be the last season at Swindon. I will move over to Belarus. I'll probably have to retire this version of Ben Wheatland, because I think I wouldn't be able to pick up a job in the Belarusian second division. They would probably just say that we can't afford to pay you, which is disappointing, but it's fine. It'll be fun to start again from scratch. I'm going to try and do a full... So what I did... Oh, Martin's cross is suck at the back post. No. What I did in Poland was obviously take over Śląsk, which is where I live, in Wrocław, but they were already in the first division. I think in Belarus I'm going to try and take, if I can find an interesting club, someone from the second division up to the top division, and then go on another similar domination spree as I did in Poland, but I'm expecting it to be a more... good save. More of a challenge here in Belarus than it was in Poland, because I think there's probably going to be some weird registration rules that are going to hurt us. Lauritsen saves again. Oh dear, they're playing well. They're dominating us so far. Good. Vituro gives it out. Kappa gets there. Topic fouls. Ugh. We've also become very yellow cardy. We've had a lot of yellow cards, and there was a spree of about 4 or 5 games in a row where we had either someone was red carded or they were sort of suspended after having picked up a bunch of yellow cards over the last few games. So yeah, what would you call that? Discipline has not been ideal so far this season, which has hurt us a little bit. It would obviously help us if McBride stopped getting injured, which he refuses to do, and if Millie would go back to his goal scoring ways of last season, which he also seems incapable of at the moment. He shows flashes of it. There you go, gives away a foul. He also gets booked so much. I don't quite understand why that is. And yeah, we've just generally sort of not quite been firing on all cylinders. We've not been scoring as many goals as we did last season, although there was a notable... I think we beat West Ham 7-2 in the league, and we've also beaten Bristol City 6-0 in the Cup, and I think we beat them something like 4-0 in the league as well. So yeah, there's that. And Patrick has not been very consistent. What's his name? This fella, the new signing Rojano, has been very good, but he had a long period out with injury, and then since then he's only scored once or twice. So it's been a unfortunate... it's just been unlucky. We've had so many games where we've done exactly what Sam's team does on Football Manager, where he dominates and has like 23 shots and like 7 on target, and he maybe scores 1. And we've had exactly the same thing. And like, for example, we lost... I mentioned in the intro that we were beaten in a... Good finish from Vituro. In our last game, we were beaten 1-0 by Chelsea. Or not in our last game, but the game before that. We were beaten 1-0 by Chelsea, and that, unfortunately, was a game where we had something like 7 or 8 chances on target, loads of really good chances, but it seems that goalkeepers this season have been just on point when playing us. We've had a lot of opposing goalkeepers having man of the match performances. Oh dear. Well, that was poor. What's happening here then? Who's playing badly? Manuel's not doing well. Topic also doing badly. Neither of the strikers doing anything at all. Rihanna's in fact injured. See, this is a problem. Rihanna seems to get knocks, picks up knocks a lot. Doesn't actually get injured, but he's off with little niggling injuries here and there, which is quite frustrating. They did say to me after I'd signed him that he was injury prone, but it doesn't. I don't know. I seem to occasionally be quite lucky with injury prone players. It doesn't happen so much. But Kappa is a former Betis player. We signed him off him this summer. I think you may remember from the last video. Oh, come on, I don't want to lose out in the Champions League straight away, cross sake. Right, first time we play someone good. Millie to Rosenzweig, into Patrick. Good finish from Patrick, that's an away goal. That's what we needed to have. We'll take them back to the Swindon't Stadium, which I'm unofficially calling Wheatland Park. And maybe that will help us go through there, because I think at home we're pretty strong. I think Manchester just got injured then, that's not good. We've got the League Cup final coming up soon. I'd like to end the final season with Swindon with some silverware. We've already lost out to Manchester United in the prestigious Community Shield. So obviously, oh, Millie, oh come on, Patrick, Blackwell, that's a strange name. He might be English. That'd be fun. 80 minutes gone. 85, 80. Oh dear, we're going to lose. Okay, or maybe not. We've got last chance. Patrick again. Matchasek. Oh. Well, a 2-1 away loss is not bad. We've got an away goal. Martins, come on, fella. Wake up. Thank you. Dear me, what are you doing? McBride to Matchasek. The good news is that I think Manchester United have been absolutely battered by Juventus, which is good, because that will mean that they have had the run around for when we play them in the cup. But then, I mean, we've also been beaten. We could have maybe a confidence-boosting late equaliser. Kappa. Martin, McBride, Rosenzweig, Kappa. Oh, he's at the crossbar right at the end. Oh, Navarro, man, they left a lot of players up there. McBride to Martins over to Martin, Rosenzweig. We beat Man United in the league earlier on this season. I think we beat them 3. We might have even beaten them 2-1 or 3-1. They played some crazy formation 3-5-3, I think it was. And then they had a man sent off, and it was from the back, and they left just 2 men at the back, and we tore them apart. I think we did okay there. 2-1 away at Betis is not a bad result, maybe, all things considered. We're going to have to do better in the home leg, but I think that's a given anyway. Los Beticos win the Battle of Benito Villamarin. Hopefully we can turn that round in our next game, but we're on poor run of form here. 2 wins on our last 5. I'm just seeing over here. I'm concerned. I don't think I'm going to record. I'm not going to record loads and loads of games in the run up to the end of the season here. I'll probably just. Well, we'll see about the next leg of the Champions League. I don't really want to do two videos for every Champions League fixture, but we'll see how things go. I suppose if it would obviously be something interesting to watch for everybody, but again, England are on a bit of a downer. They sacked their manager, so they won the Confederations Cup in the summer and then have been knocked out of the next World Cup already. They somehow managed to finish second in their group and then played a playoff against Greece where they got beaten 6-0 on aggregate. And their manager was sacked, and then they immediately the day after they keep hiring just managers who've got no experience, just created managers for international. I don't know why they don't hire someone from the Premier League or something like that. Excuse me. They didn't even offer me the job. Oh, Clement Ngabezi scored for Paris Saint-Germain. I would say how I wish we still had him, but I don't, because he was rubbish for us. He's still our player though, isn't he? I think he's on loan at PSG. Anyway, we'll see. It won't be my problem at the end of the year. Mark Jepperson. That was a good game. 3 goals in extra time. Very nice. Okay, injury blow. Loose. Good. Okay, so Swindon seek further League Cup. Well. They're 11-time winners. This would be our 3rd. So this is the first time in. Hang on a second. Let's just see. League Cup decider with no point. Fantastic. Maya Zatuni. Yeah, I like Maya Zatuni. He used to be my player. We are used to this sort of situation. Many pundits saying Louis Spencer. I'm not going to discuss individuals. What was I going to say? Yeah, so if we look at the League Cup, where is it? League Cup. And we look at the history of the past winners. This will be the first time in 5 years that Chelsea haven't actually been in the final. They only lost out by one extra time goal, I think, to Manchester United in the semi-final. So they were very close to getting in there again. It's ridiculous how good they are in the League Cup. They keep beating us in the semi-finals, as you'll remember, I'm sure. And they beat us in the final once a few years ago. But here we go. This is going to be the time for us to try and get some revenge on Man United. They also beat us in the FA Cup final last season. So it really would be nice if we could go out there and do a job on them. Obviously, without Millie, it's going to be tough. Oh, it's annoying. I just feel like we're... Oh, Ramblers, that's a fun name. So is Shillongo. Anyway, I'm hoping... I'm semi-confident. We've already... As I said, we've already beaten them this season. Be interesting to see if they play a first team. I'm going to stick with Muson in goal because he's played all the League Cup games so far. So I think I'm going to, for once, be... Oh, Cardiff beat Arsenal. That's a good result. And Man City drew with... That's a couple of good results for us there. With a game... Now we've got a game... So we can overtake Man City. We just hope that Man United need to now lose their next league game. Or draw the next league game. Oh, Lord. We don't have to play Chelsea next, do we? Come on. I've had enough of Chelsea. We can't possibly have to play Chelsea again. We only just played them a couple of weeks ago. Come on. Yeah, you can see there how many bookings we have. 42. That's more than... That's 2 a game, roughly. Come on. Anyway, but yeah, so I'm a little concerned about Weston-super-Mare. I fear they may go down. We beat them 1-0, and then we had the chance to play one of their relegation rivals straight away afterwards, and we managed to, of course, draw that game to give the other team a chance to get away. What was that? Premier Division goal of the month? Oh, okay. Right, let's do it. Let's do it. We've been selling out our stadium, which is good. I guess they'll probably expand it this summer, or at least the summer afterwards. But again, it won't be something that I'll be involved with. Board confidence update, they're probably not happy. Yeah, 3-1 against Burnley. And we're losing money because we don't make enough money in terms of just general around the ground sort of things. We've also been upgrading our youth and training facilities, of course, because that's the thing. Oh, he's suspended. He's not even injured. Fuck you. How many matches? 1 match. Okay, very, very good. Smart ass. Idiot. Right. We're going to start with Wilmot because it's his last game, probably his last cup final for us, unless we do something spectacular in the Champions League. Oh, and we've got to take Martin out there because we've got Laveau who can play, and he's a proper wing back. We're going to stay with the team as they are like that, I think. Yeah. Match is set Topic. Topic didn't play well. I'm going to bring on Rosenzweig. Wilmot's going to captain us for the day. And they are again playing the 3-4-3. 3-5-3, of course. They didn't play with the goalkeeper in their last game with us against us, apparently. They haven't conceded a goal in ages. But look, we owe them for the last 2 cup finals we've been in against them, if you count the Community Shield. I think we can do it this time. You can see there that we've just not scored very many goals all throughout the team. Swindon't start the match, and immediately they have a corner, and they've hit the crossbar within 3 minutes. That's nice. Let's maybe try not conceding immediately. That's better. Wilmot now. Oh, he's just not got the pace anymore. Manuel. Oh, come on. Spencer tackled by Martins, but it's a goal kick. Barranco for some reason tackling the ball off the pitch. 4 minutes in, we're not doing well. Although, what's happened there? Oh, good save from Muson. Muson out to Makarenko on the other team. Sucky again wins the ball in the air. Patrick manages to keep hold of it. Kappa, Patrick now free on the right. He got the room to cross the ball, or he did. Wilmot, heads over. Okay, 12 minutes gone. We've finally at least had a shot. It wasn't on target. That's a disappointment, but whatever. Bukovac, Laveau gets it, and now we have the opportunity to break. Laveau. It's a long run from Laveau. He's on his wrong foot. Machasek crosses. Rosenzweig scores. Yes, come on, Swindon Town. Rosenzweig scores. Come on. Great decision to change him out for Topic, although Topic obviously probably would have scored that as well. Obviously, probably. Excuse me. Right. We've got a 1-0 lead against Manchester United. This happens. They are vulnerable to the counter because of their ridiculous formation they play. 3 men up front and a 3-man defence. It's insane. Machasek, Hassani. Oh, okay. So they've equalised immediately afterwards. Louis Spencer scoring. Okay, well, it's fine. We at least know we can score against them. Let's keep going. Patrick. Oh, okay. So they've taken a dive. We could have hit back immediately there. That would have been good, but no. So we should really. I mean, we don't outnumber them up front because obviously we only have 2 strikers to their 3 defenders. But great ball, Rosenzweig again. Oh, he didn't hit the bar. He obviously the keeper saved it, but all he had to do was slot that home. Laveau. Martins has been injured. Is he going to stay on? He is going to be fit to carry on. Machasek to Wilmot. Wilmot. Oh, okay. Well, Boris Runge in goal for Manchester United. Kralj to Martins. Bukovac. I'm not sure. Oh, Manuel. And Dmitry Zinoviev has fouled and he's going to be brought over by the referee. Could we have a red card? That'd be beautiful. Oh, he's been sent off. He has been sent off. Now that throws the cat amongst the pigeons. That's one of their strikers. What the hell was he doing there? One of their many strikers has been sent off. So we do now have a man advantage everywhere. Rosenzweig. Oh, well taken down, but a bad finish. Now we want to see how they... Oh no, so they're just going... they're sticking with the 3-man defence. Sucky now to Laveau. Laveau to Kappa to Rosenzweig. Rosenzweig tries to cross it, doesn't manage it. Kappa. Rosenzweig again does... we had a lot of interest from Rosenzweig in the January transfer window. Machasek run just saves. PSG and Real Madrid both in for him, but I asked him to sign a new contract and he did. Martins to the back post, goes over the head of everybody and out for a throw-in on the far side. Keeping an eye on their formation, see what we can do. They've still got a 4-man midfield, 3 at the back. If I was them, I'd have taken one of the strikers off and put on another defender, but that's just me. Rosenzweig! Oh, Rosenzweig's been in a couple of very good positions since he scored that first one. Unfortunately, not quite being able to be composed enough to finish it. Mangituka now bringing the ball wide, and he's taken it out for a throw-in for us. Good. Before half-time, things are looking pretty good for Swindon. Martins crosses. Oh, that's the kind of thing that you expect Suki to head. Oh, Runge. Okay, so apparently we should have had a penalty there. I didn't really... Obviously, we didn't see what happened because it was a offside from a goal kick. Well done, Brian Lever. We had one game, I think it might have been the Burnley game, where just everything was offside. We were offside every time we touched the ball. It was ridiculous. Calm, things are going well, but I know you're capable of better. Kappa is looking very happy. No, you weren't that bad, but you can still improve. Calm, you weren't that bad, but you can still improve. Assertive, you weren't that bad, because Wilmot's not playing well. Might have to bring him off in favour of the young Argentinian man that we have. Rosenzweig has been booked, was he? No, he didn't even get booked. Brian Lever to Jonathan, who used to play for us, I believe. Is that the same Jonathan? Anyway, he missed. 47 minutes gone. 55 minutes gone. Martins now with the chance to cross it to the back post, but they've headed it clear. They're still playing... Oh, they're playing now 3-3-3. Okay. Laveau. I never thought that... Oh, good Lord. No. Leave it, you prick. Okay, good save from Muson. Lord alive. Okay, let's have a look at what's going on here. We're all playing pretty well. Suki's not playing great. Wilmot's still playing badly, so I'm going to bring on Riano. Rosenzweig has become captain apparently, even though we've got some much better candidates in the midfield, I would have thought. Bukovac, Rosenzweig heads clear. Patrick gives it back, but they tackle us straight away. Sucky now, big clearance from him up to Martin, straight back to Lever, and then straight back again. A nice bit of head tennis. Okay, so we've taken Wilmot off and Rojano comes on. Manuel now. Manuel, big ball. Rosenzweig is free again. Another chance that he's just hit the keeper. And Lever... Oh, Rosenzweig, he's straight in there. Oh, dear. Okay, so is he going to get a yellow? Please only get a yellow. I'll take him off for Topic. Rosenzweig has been booked, and he's looking like he keeps getting booked. So let's bring on... He's looking dangerous in that sense. Okay, so we're going to bring on Topic now. Topic has been on some good goal-scoring form of late. Okay, Laveau. Ball to the back post. Matusek tries to win it in the air, but of course he's never going to. Martins now. Manuel. Up to Matusek. Matusek turns very slowly. Crosses the ball in slowly. Rojano tackles Makarenko and puts it in. The crazy 3-3-3 formation that Manchester United are playing is getting undone here. 2-1 to Swindon Town in the League Cup final. Matusek's ball, I thought it was wasted. Makarenko dawdling. Patrick, it was Patrick that tackled, it wasn't Riano. Patrick scores a goal in the League Cup final for Swindon. Kralj to Harsani to Jonathan again. Jonathan to Spencer. Louis Spencer smashes the ball over the bar. They are still on 3-3-3. We have one more substitute to make, but we'll wait a few minutes in case of injuries. Rojano, Kappa now, get on the ball. Nice, Patrick. Oh, he could have gone right. Gives it to Matusek, but he doesn't. Martins tackles though and gets the ball back. Matusek goes down the wing. There should really be no one there according to their formation. Oh, Patrick hits the post and then onto Runja and then out for another corner for Swindon. The ball comes in. Sucky is there. Doesn't quite get there. We have enough men to have another man back. Okay, Martins now crosses. Rojano heads over the bar. 72 minutes gone. Let's just look at how things are going. Everyone's playing pretty well. And that's the under 18s match. So we do have some time to recover after this game as well. So I'm not going to immediately substitute somebody. Kralj heads past the post. Beats Topic in the air. 75 minutes gone. Laveau. Patrick now. Oh, McBride. McBride has a hit. Runja saves. Pushes it straight back out into the centre of the box and they clear. It's another chance for us. We've got 10 minutes remaining now, roughly. Topic to Laveau. Gives it back to Topic. Surely he does. Topic. Big cross in. Oh, that was nearly a sensational header. Matusek crosses back again. Oh, it's off the crossbar. Oh, man. That was a couple of excellent chances for Swindon Town to wrap the game up. Sucky's winning everything in the air. 82 minutes gone. Well, let's see how this goes and we'll decide what we do with our next substitute. The ball crosses in. Lever doesn't manage to win it in the air. Jonathan now puts it through. Musson saves. And we have 7 minutes remaining. 7 minutes remaining. Let's bring on... what do we do? Kappa's looking a little tired, but not that tired. Matusek's also. I'm going to bring on Rodriguez. Okay, Musson. He takes his time over it. He does. That's nice. Okay, Matusek comes off. Rodriguez comes on. Hassani's come off. 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes to go, and we have a corner. Last kick of the game. McBride heads over. We wanted a... Oh no, Jonathan heads away. We wanted a penalty. We're going to take the next corner. Are we going to even have a chance to take it? Oh. No, we're going to have a nice chance to watch Martins walk slowly across the pitch with it though. Wasting time, which is good. I bet what happens is he gets there, puts the ball down, and then the referee blows up. Yep. Swindon Town have won the League Cup. Yes, come on. That's another trophy in the cabinet. Congratulations. We beat those buggers from Man United. That's what we wanted to see. We probably edged it as well. I mean, they did have a man going down. They did have a man off. But Rosenzweig scores. Also, Patrick. Lovely, lovely stuff. Continue. Yeah. Swindon Town still in the big time. Liverpool have been beaten and they are now down to 17th. Does that mean Western-super-Mare? Oh, Western-super-Mare with a win can go clear of Liverpool. Come on, Western-super-Mare. Swindon have won the League Cup. Wheatland's name is the name on Sweetland, Swindon's lips, although they should rename the town as Sweetland. Who the hell is Frankie Wickham? Why is he part of the favoured personnel? He's never made an appearance for the club. How very, very weird. Anyway, we've won the League Cup. Come on, let's look at the League Cup. Look at the winners, past winners. Swindon, the second time in 4 years. third time in what, 7 or 8 years or 6 or 7 years that we've been in the final. We've won it again. We beat Manchester United. We've exercised the demons. Swindon won the League Cup. They were given a controversial red card. I don't know. I think it was deserved. We've qualified for the Europa League for next season. Great. And let's do this final press conference. Swindon fans will be celebrating tonight. I'm absolutely thrilled and delighted. I don't really want to discuss that now because I don't like talking about that. There we go. Lovely, lovely stuff. Okay, so we'll look at now the fixtures. The next game against Betis is not for a while. Maybe we'll play Cardiff and Betis on camera. I'll play Hull and West Brom in the meantime. We need to be winning these 3 games, though. That is a 3 set of wins that we need. Betis as well. Obviously, we want to win that one, but we've got a fairly charitable run of league games up until we play Manchester United. So if we can play and win all of those, I mean, we will be able to play them. If we can win all of those games, then we'll be in a very healthy position when it comes against Man United, who have a couple of tough games in the meantime there, and a second leg against Juventus to play. So we'll see. I'll see how I feel. Cardiff and Betis maybe. So see you in a bit then, guys. Bye.